Hey friends, today I wanted to talk to y'all about how I got started painting watercolors. So here's how it began. In college, I had a student grade set of paints and I had the little sketchbook and I would just like splash around. I had no idea what I was doing, no direction. It was really just putting paint on a paper and I had fun. And it lit something in me, but I didn't know what to do with it or where to go from there. So then after Hazel was born and this desire to have a hobby that was not just scrolling on my phone, watercolor was the thing that just like kept coming back up. I was like, this craft, this art will be a great outlet for me. And that early work, which I'll show, it was just play. And then I was gifted an art subscription box to Let's Make Art. And that helped me learn different things. And so that was probably 2018 through 19, learning those skills. And then I had Andrew in 2020, and that marked another shift in my art because at that point I'd been painting for a couple of years and learning the reaction of the paint on the paper. I was ready to learn more, and I found Anna Mason's art channel on YouTube and started watching her YouTube videos and learned what I could from her YouTube videos until I was able to get, for Christmas that year, her school lessons, for her online lessons. And that was so cool because that was the style that I'd been wanting to learn how to paint in, and I was able to do it. And so I really paid attention to tutorials for maybe about a year or so, and then in 2023 I started art markets. And I did the farmers market first, and then that same year in 2023 I was able to do the Tri-State Fair and Rodeo. And I loved doing the markets and seeing people and having people connect to the art that I was making, because that connection with another person really transformed something in the art process for me, because I wasn't just painting just to paint, but there was a purpose behind it. And then now in 2025, it's September and I am 8 months pregnant and I am still painting, and I did not do any markets during the summer season. I did one in May and that was all I could do. Oh, I did a market in 2024. I did Gals in the Garden, or Gals at the Sunset Center, in October of 24, and it was great. Also did the Tri-State Fair in September, but those were the only two I did. I had very little art focus in 2024. That's where we're at for 2025, is that my focus has been on this pregnancy and the baby and getting ready to welcome him into the world. Knowing that going into 2026, I want to have the flexibility and the freedom to have my art connected to people and that not be restricted to only the in-person side of selling art. I want to be able to sell through online spaces. That's why I have a fair shop set up for wholesale. That's why I have an Etsy shop set up, and that's why I have a Shopify website. All of them, you can find me at Danielle Tanksley Art. I want my art to be connected to the people who fall in love with it. And I want that to be not restricted to just, I can only be in this one location. And then also, like, I have different dreams and hopes for growing the business, to being able to have a nice printer and scanner to make art prints myself, and different things that would be great for our family to have, instead of a hobby income, but a full-time income that I'm bringing in also. And that's kind of where we are now, is the going from this is an art hobby to let's get this thing rolling and have a business. And so if you're tuning in and tagging along, I'm grateful and I hope that you stick around, and I'm excited for you to be a part of this journey with me. And I thank you for watching. Okay, bye.